Good morning, everybody. I am now once again COVID free. So I want to continue the series about individual numeric resonances, and we're going to continue with the number 12. I did touch on 12 in my video that I released yesterday, but let's get into it even deeper. So 12 essentially is the number of instability because it is a number that indicates someone who is striving for interpersonal stability, physical stability, mental stability, right? Because we're talking about someone, because of the number 1, navigating the realm of 2, because of 2, regarding 3 matters. This is someone who is trying to attain that stable 3 energy, that stability that comes from 13 and 3, but they're still working on it. So there are several examples of this energy that we're going to talk about. But the first one I want to talk about is, this might seem macabre, but a serial killer. This is someone who has not yet been able to grasp true connection. The connection is thwarted. Their concept of connection is macabre, is unhealthy, right? So we're talking about someone who is desiring that, striving for that in often cases, but hasn't yet been able to achieve it because of the mental limitations, because of the mental instability. Another example of 12 energy is someone who's constantly battling health issues, because 2 is also the number of health matters. How you relate to the world includes medical issues. So we're talking about someone who tries to attain that physical stability and is just not quite able to because of their energetic state. And the most prominent example I want to give to you guys is someone who is in an energetic state where they're desiring a partner. They're desiring a friend. They're desiring companionship. So let's say you're getting out into the dating world. You're in 12 energy. Someone who is trying to pair with someone who is trying to connect with someone is in 12 energy. So when you have people, let's say you have someone who's in 14 energy and you have someone who's in 12 energy. Or you have someone who's in 11 energy and you have someone in 12 energy. The former example, the resonance won't be there because you have someone who is so focused on attaining that partnership or that connection, and you have someone who's more so focused on their intellect and acquiring information and expanding their mentality, right? These things don't necessarily resonate. These energies don't connect. Now with 12 and 11, 11 is a more so carefree person, someone who's pleasure seeking, someone who's more so just focused on themselves, right? And just wanting to interact with different people, but not necessarily connect to them, right? And yes, like I've said before, whenever you're talking about individual numeric sequences or individual numeric resonances, which indicates numbers 10 through 19, we're talking about energies that can fluctuate minute by minute, day by day, right? It doesn't have to be a super long extended period of time. It can be that someone is in each energy, but these are things we fluctuate through, right? There is a different aspect of it to where we each have a prominent energy in this lifetime that is going to relate to one of these numbers, but we still fluctuate. We still travel through these realms. We still dance through these realms minute by minute, second by second. And this is what I love most about understanding these energies and being able to recognize these energies in others. You won't take a lack of connection as personally. If you don't resonate, you don't resonate. If your focuses differ, your focuses differ. That's where alignment comes in. We're not meant to connect with everyone. We're meant to align with people. And if things resonate, connections grow, attachments are created. So when it comes to 12, an example of someone who might have a strong 12 energy most of the time is someone who is incredibly focused on having a partner. This is someone who is quick to put a label on a relationship. This is someone who gains self-worth or places value on themselves based on whether or not they have a significant other in their life, right? This is someone who lets appearances make them feel better about themselves. These connections in no way have to be healthy, nor do they have to be deep. They just have to be there for these people to feel comfortable. And And it can be a little bit difficult for someone who has a higher level of consciousness to see someone who can't see their own negative patterns. And if they try to explain this to someone in heavy 12 energy, they likely will be brushed off, right? Because these are people who are so focused on having that person they can say is theirs, that they don't necessarily take the time to do the inner work between relationships. So this is an example of someone who goes from toxic connection to toxic connection, someone who is constantly in a relationship. This is someone who last week is so in love with this person, and now that's over and they're in love with this person and constantly talking about this person. This is heavy 12 energy. All right, now stay tuned for 13 energy.